broccoli also won't hurt you in terms of getting to platinum or
You
to
know what is
diamond.
gonna hurt me?
The legendary League of Legends podcast.
I bet your ass is gonna hurt me.
Oh
please,
yeah.
buddy.
You know, let's start.
Let's pop off,
Do you
Dio.
want to go right
Vegetable.
into it? And I'm gonna go curl up into a ball in the corner.
Bro, we gotta take the bandage. Look, you just gotta take the bandage off, all right? Make it simple.
I don't wanna.
Yeah, it's too late. It's already happened.
God, the worst
You
part
gotta accept it.
The worst part about this is for like the first 12 hours that this got announced, I'm sitting here like, please tell me Speak is staying. Please tell me Speak is not leaving. Don't make me lose Speaka. Oh. And we haven't.
Bro.
We still have Speaka. Speaka is staying on
Bye bye,
TSM.
Burger King, brother.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So's Hoonie, and I'm thankful for that. No other news from TSM has been good.
Yeah. You want to tell me your thoughts about Bjergsen and Sword Art, Anthony, in that order?
Yeah. In that order specific.
It's too painful.
Man.
I'd have more sympathy if you didn't make me talk about it every time C9 took a bad L.
Yeah, but here we are now.
Yeah, here we are. No sympathy, and I don't care. Like,
I mean, hey. Perks is going to Vitality, and that's not on here.
True.
is he actually?
Yeah.
That's the rumor.
Oh, what if fucking C9 got Bjergsen? That'd be so funny.
He's going to TL.
Oh my goodness.
I know, but just imagine the world,
I'd
Anthony.
be so much more pissed.
You would feel real pain.
Bro. The word that happens, God.
So I saw that it was only rumored he was going to TL, that it wasn't confirmed.
It's not confirmed, but
It's
he's
most
going
likely
to TL.
happening.
And Jensen's
what was
the AD carry?
What?
Yeah.
Wait, who's going? Jensen's going to AD?
Jensen's going to AD carry.
No. Oh
Just
my goodness.
bring back Double Lift at that point, bro. Like,
Double doesn't want to be here.
Yeah, I mean he's retired, but
so was Bjergsen.
Well, Bjergsen was coaching.
That's still retired from playing.
You're not wrong, but I mean he announced that he's coming out of retirement though.
I know what I'm saying. Here, I know. It just would be funny. Here's my question: is who's C9 gonna get, and then who is TSM gonna get?
You know, that's a really good question.
TSM is gonna have to deep rebuild.
Yeah.
Are they keeping their AD carry or no?
They still have
They said
PoE.
nothing about loss. No, PoE is gone.
PoE's gone too?
Yes.
We knew that over a month ago.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
wild.
only players we know for sure are staying are Hoonie and
Only
Speaker.
speaker.
And
But
then
we
they said
haven't
the
heard
words developmental in their Bjergsen is not coming back video.
Oh, so you're gonna have a rough split, my boy.
I don't know. I
think a lot of people might have a rough
crazy.
split. Like, yeah.
There's so much going on, and it happens every fucking off season. Everybody just changes places, and I'm just over here like, so who's good?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
what's
except-
happening?
The problem with this one is that we see one of the pillars of NA players leaving their team actually.
Yeah, he was like a lifer at TSM.
I thought he would have been a
first
lifer.
Pinnacle on TSM. You got it on Copenhagen.
No, I know,
Wolves.
but still, like when you
Yeah.
think of Bjergsen, you think of TSM.
TSM, and now to think of him to go to be someplace else now, it's so weird.
I just hope that every time Speaka ganks this bitch ass motherfucker, he's like crying tears of where are you? Why could you leave me?
Well, same thing could be with Bjergsen. Every time he sees Speaker, he gets to just think about the stupid ass Discord. The stupid ass Discord thing.
Yo, bring Sneaky
did.
back in the league just to lane against Jensen.
Oh my god.
Real quick for the culture.
Yo, for real? Yo, TSM picks up Sneaky? Oh my god.
And they put him mid? Like what would he do? Like
No, you just put him up against Jensen and body those fools.
oh, he's like only academy until they're playing Jensen. And then he
Sure,
puts-
that's fine.
Yeah.
They're like, you're literally just a streamer until we play TL. And then we need you to go to war.
We're tapping into that deep C9 rage inside of you so you can take down Jensen for what he did to your team.
Makes sense to me. Oh my god. It's terrible.
I don't think I've ever wanted TSM to beat a team more than I want them to beat TL. Just like
They're not gonna.
Are they? Because we don't know how good Jensen's gonna do.
Yeah, but we know how good Bjergsen
gonna
is.
be.
But we know who Bjergsen is.
Sure, but Bjergsen's lost before. It's not like Bjergsen can solo carry the game.
It's the first time you've ever said that to me.
Oh wow. As soon
I've
as he
never heard
leaves
you admit a
TSM.
Bjergsen L until he left TSM.
Bjergsen is a fucking zillion one trick. I will die on that hill.
Actually true, but also actually true and really based that you recognize that finally.
Also crazy that that's also the Zillion that got destroyed as soon as it hit Worlds.
Look, the only way that Bjergsen can win is when the enemy mid laner makes a mistake, like not hitting Zonias.
Oh boy.
And you know what?
Jensen.
That mid laner is going to AD carry where he doesn't get his Zonias to not use.
It depends upon what he picks.
Who's he gonna pick?
A mage.
What mage bot builds it? None of them do. He builds more damage.
Kaisa builds it sometimes. Back in the day.
Oh, Kaisa. I thought you said Kalista.
No, Kaisa. Kaisa used to build it sometimes. And you can't tell me I'm wrong because I know I'm not.
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, Bjergsen, I hate you, but please come back. I hope it's like a fucking. It's just like Perks. It's like a year he's on DL and then he's gone. Back to EU, back to his homeland.
Ain't that happy, man.
I'm honestly surprised Sword Art left, but like I guess if they're changing AD carry, sure. But it's like, why did we sign him if he was gonna leave after a year? What was the point?
Yeah, it's.
Is it like the same thing with Perks? The same thing to Perks. Why is he leaving if we've signed him for a 3-year contract and paid a $5 million buyout?
Yeah, that's very interesting. These are some interesting choices.
Like, someone explained to me why we're doing this. Like,
For the memes.
We're just throwing money around like it doesn't mean anything. It's like, is this actually doing anything? Are we making progress? No, we didn't make any progress. We got one team out of groups randomly. We could have got 2 out of groups randomly, and we could have like. I don't understand.
Yeah, these are just yeah, these are some really interesting and weird times that we are living in right now. And this is this offseason is just going wild.
I'm becoming a Golden Guardians fan because at least they make sensible roster moves.
Don't ever say that again.
Yeah. I mean, then again, it could be worse. You could be a COG fan.
No, that's never happening. I can hope that they win games. I can hope that they become competitive, but I am not a fan. All right. Let's talk about semifinals. We had 2 best of 5s this week that were not 3-0s. They were quite the opposite. They both won 5 games, which
thank Lord.
Actually a surprise to me, kind of, considering I said they'd go to 5 and 4 games respectively. Let me put up the result there. Okay. Everybody got it right who was going forward. I think the T1 DK series is actually really
Didn't I
close.
bank it out perfect for both scores though?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I did too.
Bit of a gamer moment if you ask me.
True.
Haymant over here slacking.
Yeah, bro.
Haymant, how could you be slacking like this? Come on, man.
Why do you have 2 DKs?
They caught him on lacking.
Damn.
I swore that EDG series would not be as close as it was.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The the Damwon series versus T1, that was a pretty epic series.
It was a lot of fun.
Man, I kind of wish we had a double elimination bracket just for T1 to come back with a salty run back.
I want one because I have T1 as my oracle.
Lamau.
Or my crystal ball oracle.
Yeah. Imagine. Anyways, that was such a good game.
They looked like they were doing really well, but I don't feel like Damwon won because they figured out how to beat T1. I think they won just because they found their own advantage and were able to press it in 3 games.
Yeah.
Because like they were still losing to T1 in whatever the fuck T1 was doing. Like T1 definitely knew what was going on, and they had their own game plan running. And if they could get it running, they were probably going to win. It basically came down to who could get their plan in action.
Yeah, yeah. They didn't think about like countering each other's plans or whatnot. They just stuck to their own guns and kept with it really. And
they also made Lee Sin a priority and Maokai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was interesting. What was it? Carrier was on Zillion twice. Beryl was on Maokai. Well, actually, it wasn't Beryl in there in the first game, was it?
They both ran it, I thought.
I think it
No. T1 didn't run Maokai support, according to this?
No, T1 ran Zillion support.
Oh, right. They countered this Maokai with Zillion.
Yes. And, what was it? Then Beryl picked Maokai twice, and I think he won the first game, game one, and then they lost the third game, which I think he picked it again. And
yeah, they lost game 3 against the Zillion. The Zillion was crazy. The Zillion was really like destroying DK.
Yeah, the Zillion, and also I actually like Gumayusi's Jane as well.
Gumayusi is crazy good.
Gumayusi was actually playing out his mind. I'm not gonna.
Was it game 2 that he got the fast going?
Yes.
No. It's game 3 with the Zillion.
Game 3 with the Zillion.
Yeah, with the Zillion.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Because he's just like, oh, hey, it's Zillion boost, and he's like, haha, I can just walk forward unpunished. Y'all don't have the buttons to hit me anymore. I'm zooming.
He was so oppressive. Like, I've never seen a Jhin be that oppressive when the enemy team didn't feed him like 20 kills, and he's just literally two-shotting everything.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, but that's not even Jhin being oppressive. That's any 20 kill ADC two-shotting.
Jin's still fucking obnoxious because you're basically guaranteed dead if he's super fed and he hits you once, because then he can just Gale Force and auto you again for free.
Yeah.
It was so insane.
It was, and then what was it? The game 5, I was a little disappointed because I felt like DK found their comfort draft and they knew exactly what they wanted to do.
Oh yeah.
T1 didn't draft any like good engage or anything to enable their comp. They had like a high DPS comp, right? But that doesn't matter if you can't DPS too much. Like we saw near the end of it, Faker making a desperation play to try to get one pick, and it just didn't work out. And then that was basically the game afterwards. But you can see
they gave him Aphelios for the first time, right?
Yes, this was the first time Guma was playing Aphelios. Faker was on Azir. And yeah, their composition just didn't have any engage or any see where they can fight or any way to like buy time during a team fight. And Damwon's was like, oh, we might not deal a lot of damage, but you're all squishy anyway, and we can probably instantly pop any one of you at any time. Like that.
My thing is like they basically have like an engage being with the cannon. The problem is like he just couldn't find. Connor could not find any flanks. He like anytime you could find a flank, most of the times he did not have flash, so he could actually make it proper. And it was
Graves can shadow. I don't like Graves can match up with Kennen on a flank pretty well. Because he's got better wall mobility than him. So like around Dragon, there's a lot of walls that Graves can hop over back and forth really quickly. And he has enough sustain that he can live off of one combo. And unless Kennen blows the ultimate, the Graves is probably going to be able to either hurt him enough to make him back off, or just stop his engage or kill him.
Yeah. Like that's kind of like the problem. Like there was an engage, just that just wasn't good enough. Sadly,
the Ziggs Zoe combo is insane.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I was not expecting that combo.
I was not either. I saw it for the first time, and I'm like, this is awful. They keep missing the combo. Yeah. They finally start hitting it, and it's just like, oh, the AD carry is just dead if they get hit.
Yeah. Wow, this stinks. Zillion has to blow his ult literally every time before the actual real fight. This is not good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And also, Damwon Kia's comp is very mobile by comparison. as soon as they get like their vision down and they're able to get like a lead, like you're gonna have a lot of trouble against this competition.
Yeah, this is always the hardest thing to catch out.
There's always, I just think, the talent that just hops walls in the late games is just like, oh yes, you didn't bring any CC to this game.
And then there's the Rakan that comes at Mach 5 with his quickening. Yeah, that does stink. Yeah. Game 5 was pretty bad. Game 5 was pretty.
I'm taking away from this Game 5, but the rest of the series was super hype still.
Like other than Game 5, which was kind of sad to actually watch the downfall, but everything else though, wow, man. You know, Showmaker, he gave Faker a run for his money.
No, I think Showmaker was the better mid laner.
Well, yeah.
It's Faker hasn't really. It doesn't seem to be the laning beast that he was before, that we remember him being in like 2016 and his prior times. There's a lot of laners who match up well against him. I think Chovy matches up well against him. We've seen that matchup before.
He's getting ganked and dove most of the time. I think, would you get solo kill once?
Yeah, that's like kind of the thing. Like, my thing is like, even though you say it's like throughout this whole series, like he was not made to be the whole I'm going to be the one to carry this game. He was not made out to be like he was not made out to be that.
No.
Made to be that player for the entire series. Really. Like, if anything, like he gave that to like well, to the rest of his team, really. In all seriousness, yes. He's here to back everyone up.
He's trying to win the game. He's like, I don't care about my KDA boys. Let's get a W.
Exactly. Like,
unlucky, but you know, he tried.
He was here to like support everyone, especially like Gumayusi, Owner, and Kana, even Carrier, even Carrier as well too. Man.
Like I don't know how you can say that Faker's laning is like not as good when his laning is fighting 2 or 3 people. That's how DK were able to get their leads to win, is that they would camp Faker, put Faker behind, and now T1 is missing their best player. Their best player is super far behind. He can't really get a lot done in a fight, and you're just kind of hoping that you get a lucky kill or something, or someone gets caught out being kind of stupid. And even in the end, there was only, I think, one major mistake that was made in Game 5 that really threw it for them, and that's when Faker TPs into a river bush right next to Zoe. He spawns in, gets bubbled, and dies.
Yes, but you're also not seeing, like, they're not giving Faker, I suppose, what would be like the better side of these matchups on purpose. Like, they're having him be a catalyst for the rest of the team. He's not a great laner anymore.
That's not no.
You cannot put the pick
comparison.
Like, you cannot do picks with being a good laner, because if you're gonna be given a bad matchup, of course it's gonna be hard for you to actually do something. Does that make you a bad laner though? No. If you're given a bad matchup, and throughout this, Faker's been given pretty bad matchups, really.
This has been a trend during probably from the quarterfinals onwards, honestly. But yeah, even in the Hanwha game. But in the group stage, there are other stronger laners than Faker out there nowadays.
I think it's just Showmaker.
I would just say it's Showmaker, really.
I'd argue Chovy is still up there, and
God no.
He's a better laner.
I don't know.
He
made Chovy look like a fool in the quarterfinals. Not gonna lie.
Yes, but Chovy also didn't have a jungler.
Yeah.
Yes, it's almost like the lane is played with the jungler in mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, in that game, he played in that series he played Orianna, Lissandra. You know, those lane dominant champions.
That's what I'm saying. They're not picking for his lane.
But you can't call someone not lane dominant when they give you the champions who are not supposed to function in lane. It's not like he's not playing Zed because nobody's playing Zed because you just don't do that.
Okay,
like,
I'm saying that if they were confident that Faker would win lane against Showmaker or Chovy, they would give him picks that would work into those. They're not giving those picks on purpose. They're taking champs to mitigate the damage that Showmaker or Chovy could do. They're not picking for Faker's laning. They're picking for his late game team fighting or mid game team fighting instead.
That's what did that mean? Doing.
So wouldn't that mean that he's putting more faith into his team? Would it not mean that he actually trusts his team to actually step up? Actually,
yes,
do good.
I'm saying that he doesn't trust his team to step up. I'm saying that T1 knows that Faker isn't lane dominant in these matchups.
I feel as if
the only lane dominant champion that's in the meta right now is basically LeBlanc. Like that's it. Mm-hmm. Everybody else is playing like Lissandra, Ryze, Orianna, Azir, Zoe, Syndra.
None of these characters are like lane bullies.
Victor's the closest thing.
Not lane bullies, but they're not like, they're not insta-dubbed on a lane.
And even still, like, the whole way you play mid lane right now is you're trying to catch farm and not get ganked. That's it. Like, going for trades is risky, because if you go for a trade and the jungler's there, you're dead. So, it's really hard to make that statement when every time I see Faker die, 2 people have to kill him. And if it takes 2 people to kill you every time, you're a pretty good laner because it took 2 people to kill you.
Every time. And then again, it's not just 2 people killing Faker.
Yeah, sometimes
it's literally support. It's more like 4 people. The top laner comes in as well from out of nowhere. You can literally look up you can look up these games. Like there were legitimately 4 people that are ganking Faker, and I was like, wow, this stinks. I mean, Faker not having a good time, but I mean, for everyone else, they did pretty well. Where them trying to shit stomp Faker really, and I gotta say the damn one, they kind of did that pretty fucking well.
So yeah, the only other champion that has dropped off the face of the earth, like in semifinals, that's a carry is Aurelia. No, Tryndamere's 20% presence. Aurelia is 67% presence. Actually, wait, it's not Worlds. 62% presence at Worlds. I don't know why she fell off so hard, but she did. So, there's that. So, this is the only other champion that's like a hyper carry. There's LeBlanc and Aurelia, and they're the only, not hyper carry, but like dominant carries.
Lane dominant.
Yeah. And even Aurelia's not lane dominant. No. She's just really skill based and can punish super hard.
Yes.
Like nobody here is lane. Yasuo is all the way down here at 4% with 3 games.
And he was playing in the top lane.
No, I'm looking at mid lane.
Oh, you're looking at dang.
So it's just not the meta. Like nobody's playing lane dominant champions. Some are playing LeBlanc, and I don't think Faker can't play LeBlanc. It's just not.
But it doesn't need to be picked if they have a different plan.
Yeah.
Especially if Demwon took it for like 3 games.
Alright.
They get it in all their wins? No, they lost on it.
No. They didn't get it in all.
Also, they're banning Twisted Fate, who is just like the ultimate fuck off from my lane.
The ultimate, hey, I'm gonna go get a different side lane to work.
Adios.
I can't beat anyone in lane. Let me just go somewhere else.
All right. Sayonara, Dion? Is that what you said?
No, I said adios.
No, just making sure.
No.
Just making sure.
All right.
Interestingly enough, I'm pretty sure the Twisted Fate would have been a contested pick between both of them.
Yeah, so that's why it was banned like every game.
See.
Banned almost every game, I think. No, it's 100% banned.
Wow. That's the more you know.
Yumi's 100% pick ban too. I don't expect to see that in finals. I expect that to be a prompt red side ban.
Oh.
Maybe not game 1. Game 1 they might get a little risky.
Uh-huh.
Either way. Are we done talking about D1? Damwon and T1?
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. Talk about the other. I don't know if I would call this closer or not series.
No, I call this a slobber knocker because man, they just threw punches. That's all we did, and I loved it.
EDG versus Genji. Oh my god.
Woo! Punch after punch after punch.
This series is so much more like action packed than the previous one. Like, I don't know what the average first blood time is, but I bet you it's up by like 2 minutes.
Oh man. Just watching the EDG Genji games, they whew,
It was like two different metas. It was like absolutely different, and I was unhappy about it.
Yeah, man. Well, look, the first DK versus T1 was an actual legitimate LCK match. Here, this is the LPL match. This is the cage fight, and man, did they do a cage fight?
LPL is the ultimate, the like arguing with a stupid person. They'll drag you down to their level and beat you with experience.
And man, never have I thought that Lucian would be played this hard. Man,
Lucian's been picked ban pretty highly.
Yeah, but man, the Lucian Nami bot lane, man, I didn't think it was that. I didn't think it was that.
Have you not been paying attention?
Well, yeah, but I didn't think it was gonna be that evil. That Lucian ultimate with Nami, man, that shit really do be killing you, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot, especially if you're already half health, because you're screwed.
Yeah.
If you don't have someone flashing in front of you to block it, you're really screwed.
Yeah.
Did this one become about Jarvan?
Yes.
It was like, oh no, they gave EDG Jarvan 5 games in a row.
No. Wait, you're right. Yes.
That's what I'm
it is 5 games. Yeah. My bad. Yeah. Good job, JJ. Good job. He knows what's up. I'm going to tell you the truth. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And man, Jarvan has a lot of war crimes that he did not answer for with all the buffs that he has received. Man. That's
an unbiased statement right there.
It is unbiased because it's the truth. it's the truth. You ever see what he does? Ooh. But
watching this series, I could not spot the problem with either of these teams specifically, but like, it's so hard for me to be like, I think that someone is bad or like you can exploit them this way, because everybody kind of took turns making mistakes on both teams. It's really hard to find a problem when it seems like it's everywhere, because what we should be seeing is one side having 1 point win and they can leverage that to win, and the sort of draft goes towards that over and over and over again. And that kind of happened in the T1 Damwon series around like support and top, but in this series I guess it was the Graves, but I feel like that's about Graves more than anything else, and Genji even lost with it. Like,
yeah,
it's like what's really doing it? I think honestly that game might just be on the fucking Viego pick, but nah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the Viego pick. Yeah, Viego's not on. Yeah, I don't think he does well. In my opinion, I don't think he does well in the Jarvan matchup, and even with the team, even to be against EDG's team. Yeah, unless you're killing the Lucian first and taking his soul.
Yeah, you're losing all the power of everybody besides maybe Jarvan.
Like, yeah, and even then, I don't think Jarvan's enough. He's enough.
It's an escape. If you can get in, assassinate Jarvan, and get out with his soul, it's like, yeah, that's an out.
Yeah, but I mean, is it really a good out as well?
Like,
And your rest of your team gets blasted down by Lucian's ult.
Never want to turn into Kennen or Zoe or the fucking support.
It's these are bad choices. I'm not gonna lie. Only one good one is really Lucian, and it sucks.
Scout was 12-0 in game 4. What the fuck?
Yep. On the Zoe.
Oh my.
Absolute insanity.
Which is curious because I never felt like I saw him cleaning up a kill. I saw him hit a lot of bubbles, but it never felt like he was the one cleaning them up.
Well, I don't remember him. Oof. Wow. I don't remember him popping off that hard before. Wow.
I just feel bad for Ruler.
The Zoe was more to make sure BDD didn't get a comfort pick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Without a doubt. Like, BDD tried. Just actually, BDD did get Zoe once. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they won that game.
Yeah, and then immediately after,
never again.
I think.
Yeah, never again.
They took his pick and did it to him worse.
Yeah. And then the last game, nah, you're not even gonna get it. Yeah. Oh, that just reminded me. This is the series with the Seraphine mid.
Yes, BDD played that game 1.
Boys, what are your thoughts on this?
It's bad.
Yeah.
Haymant,
funny but bad.
You know, Haymant, you remember how you said about not playing dominant champions and losing? This right here works with this right here works. This is where you will want to use it right here. Why are we picking Seraphine, ladies and gentlemen?
I have no idea why they picked Seraphine here. They don't have a hyper carry. They don't.
Yeah.
They're running 2 support champions and they don't have a fucking hyper carry. I don't know why we're.
Who was the other support?
Lulu.
Lulu. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Sumi. Lucian got taken away, but still. This hurts. This just hurts to look at. Why would you put BDD on Earth? Why would Seraphine be on the table to begin with?
I'm guessing it's a shot at a skin.
Did you really just say that?
Yeah, you thought that was an actual option. Wow.
Hey, no, SKT literally did it against Misfits.
That's true.
They went up 2-0. Okay, they went up 2-0 before they did this. That's the key difference. They go up 2-0, and then they pick Thresh, who is nowhere near the meta at this moment, for Mata. Or Mata? Or Madlock?
And Skarner. Yeah, it was Mata.
Yeah.
And it's just like, wow, this is a great idea. We should really not do any of this. And then it later comes out it was probably for the skins. And it still was one of the craziest series I've ever fucking seen, because fucking Misfits took SKT to 5 games.
Yeah. But even still, was it really worth it to throw the game, though?
Probably not. I don't know. I also don't know why we're going Unsealed Spellbook.
For fun.
I question everything about this build.
For the Unsealed Spellbook skin.
I question not going for Ludens. I question building 2 Chemtech Contaminators or whatever the fuck. Oh, and then Rascal is also building anti-heal.
I see.
You know, we needed all that anti-heal.
Yeah.
For Jarvan. Just Jarvan, by the way.
Jarvan? Wait, Jarvan?
Jarvan's the only one with a core drinker.
What does Jax have?
Conqueror and a Blade of the Ruin King.
That's enough to warrant some anti-heal.
It's not.
No, it's not. In all seriousness.
It's not enough to warrant 2 of them, and then another one on Rascal. Like, why are we building this on Gwen? Just build a Nashor's Tooth like a normal fucking person.
Yeah. Yeah. This was a very interesting series of unfortunate things. Man. So this was just a very weird series to begin with. There were without a doubt mistakes on both sides that happened.
It was really like they had a lot of one-sided games.
Yeah.
Where one team would just get super far ahead and just roll. What game was it? Game 2 where they had this really abrupt ending.
I think it might have been game 2. Yeah.
I don't know. Like they win one fight and then they barely end the game.
I think it was either game 2 or game 3. Something like that happened.
I don't like how it changes the location of the buttons I'm clicking on the site. Might have been no. Game 3 is a 40-minute slugfest.
See.
It's probably game 2 because EDG lost with 3 kills total.
Oh. That was yeah.
So, I'm wondering what's going to come out of this for finals because what's happening with the Maokai support and the Yuumi priority.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff now. they're bringing everything. They're bringing everything out net right now just for finals.
I was prepared for Maokai support to become the new Misfortune support, but like, thank God it didn't.
Thank God. I would.
I'm just nobody has a counter to the Yuumi, and I feel like it's Leona Samira, but Samira's so risky.
Super risky.
And also, you just banned Leona, and now it's like, well, who are you gonna run it with now? Taric, I guess.
Is Taric meta right now?
Not really.
No,
but he's not like bad, right?
He's not. Well,
no,
he'll never be bad as long as his ult makes you immune for 5 seconds.
Yeah, honestly.
The problem is that it takes too long to set in.
It really doesn't. It's fun. Like
Cannon.
Yeah.
Also, like, it's not that hard to play around, to be honest, because like, and I know that because I'm bad at League, and the people I tend to play with are bad at League, and within like 3 games of me playing Taric, we understood exactly what to do. Like, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Well, the thing with Cannon is, I don't know. I spent like 2 hours thinking about this the other day, because I was trying to figure out how to make Taric work for some reason. But you can like put Cannon into the backline, and as soon as Cannon's ready to engage, you pop Taric ult, flash with Cannon. And now they've all scattered, so you can either clean up some kills or finish off your objective. And I think it's honestly better for like you're starting Baron, you then engage with Kennen on like 2 people or 3 people, and the entire enemy team runs away, and now you're sitting there with Taric ult ready to charge, and they can't kill you before you kill Baron. And
yeah,
it's like it's also just a really desperate play that you'd rather not have to make, but it's really secure, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised there's not a lot more Kennen. Like, I know he's pretty present, but I'm like, I was expecting Kennen to be the new pick ban for, like, it'd be like a game of chicken to hit round 2 bans without picking a top laner, and then, like, picking Kennen, second pick red side.
Who's what are like his shit matchups though? Like, is he like shit on by the meta top or no?
He doesn't have a lot of very bad matchups, but like he doesn't have a lot of very good matchups either. And he does pretty good into Graves, which is part of why he's become meta. But like, I feel like it's so team fighty and like objective focused that just having Kennen in the game is insane. Like, it makes everyone donate so many resources to stopping Kennen from doing everything.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kennen and Shen, I'm surprised aren't higher priority, even though Kennen has definitely risen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a little shocked Nara isn't seeing more play, but I think Graves demolishes him.
Yeah,
and
Graves does. It really exists.
Jace is in the like. You know what? Looking at the top 5, I fully understand why Nara isn't played. The top 5 top laners are Graves, Lucian, Aurelia, Kennen, Jace.
Aren't those all like god awful for Nar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So is Gwen, Renekton, Camille.
Yeah. It sucks.
Yeah, he actually is awful looking at this list. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, I take it back, bro. I take it back. It was a prank.
We're not seeing Gnar for the light of day.
All right. What else we got to talk about today? All right. LCK is discussing salary cap.
Bros.
Is anybody else laughing right now?
Yes.
Because I saw that and I just thought this is the worst idea I've ever seen someone come up with.
Man, this is gonna be something.
Well,
Whew.
I will caveat this with T1. I think T1 has come out. They were the largest,
most
the
vocal.
the most vocal against it. I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I ask for a qualification? Is it an individual cap, like a cap on individual player salaries, or a cap on salaries that a team can spend?
No idea. I don't think.
Okay, because those are two really different things.
Sure,
It could be both, really.
But either way, capping how much money that LCK can spend on their players has to be the worst decision LCK could ever make for itself. Like,
we'd get a lot of imports.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. Chovy would be here next season. Would not be a question. Yeah. But
you tell me Chovy's chasing a bag?
I think they're all going to be chasing a bag when their difference is probably 3 times as much at a minimum. It's already huge for like up and coming LCK players. Like they make like 50K a year like for a rookie. And in LCS base salary is like 75.
Yeah.
So it's a monetary incentive to come here regardless. There's other problems, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it would really depend upon what the salary cap was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if it's just so large that it doesn't matter. Like if it's like 10 million a player, 50 million a team, it's like.
Yeah, if it's like insanely high, or like if it's like reasonably high, then I think it's like whatever. You know what I mean? But like, if they absolutely like break it and it's like no players making more than like 150K, then it's a problem for them, I imagine. But
it's so ridiculously low.
That's what that was the point of the example, to give you one that was really low.
It just seems like even in any stretch, like if once you set a cap in LCK, every single LCK import is gonna like start at that minimum. It's like nah, that's the price now. It's gonna be ridiculous to how much more money we're gonna end up spending. Like you thought 11 million for perks was a lot. You thought 6 million for sword art was a lot. You ain't seen Chovy's bag yet.
Hold my beer real quick.
Imagine Scout. Well, I don't know. I don't think Scout's ever leaving EDG. Oh god, China would fucking love it.
Oh my god, China would.
I don't know. RNG won't love it. RNG's bankrupt. It's not an exaggeration. They're basically bankrupt.
Hate to see it least, but
it'd be interesting. It'd be very interesting to see what would happen. I hesitate to say LCK would win a Worlds title for a while, as I think they're gonna win. They could possibly win one next weekend, but
on Saturday.
Saturday.
That's not how it goes, but good try.
All right. Also, in the vein of salaries and contracts, Riot is as sources say, Riot is raising the contract length from a cap of 3 years to a cap of 4 years now.
Well, I mean, better lock on your players. But I mean, players now will have to well, for some players, commitment.
Well, is it? Is it really a commitment?
Well, supposedly.
Like
supposedly.
Perks is leaving. Sardart's leaving.
Yeah, I know, right?
Bjergsen's contract was up, but they're ending it early because bullshit.
Yeah. Don't forget about Lost. Unless he's
I'm pretty sure he's contracted through. I'm pretty sure everyone on TSM besides Bjergsen was contracted through. Even PoE.
Oh. Interesting. Yep.
So, there's that. It just feels like contracts are so meaningless. Like, Reckless is gone. Reckless was on a multi-year contract.
Gone. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a bunch. Afar is on a multi-year contract. He's gone. Like,
I think the Reckless is the odd one out from there because the entire roster kind of just got dropped.
Well,
G2?
G2, yes.
They're keeping they're doing 2 players still. They're keeping Caps and not Wonder, Yankos.
Yeah, but That's still a lot.
I don't. I just feel like the contract length is so meaningless. I would rather everyone have to sign a new contract every year at this point because of how often some player will sign for a year and then just leave. Because it's like, why are we letting these teams have massive buyouts on players who end up leaving anyway? It's so weird to me. It probably makes more sense for like the lower tier players besides the bigger ones to have them on longer contracts. Because if you get a Danny or an FBI, you can keep them on a lower salary for longer and keep them on your team. I'm pretty sure these days most of them probably have renegotiation clauses. I don't know. If I thought I was hot shit, I'd want a renegotiation clause in my contract.
Yeah. Because what is it? A practice that happened in CS:GO was that a lot of talent would get jail locked into a lower contract, even though they were definitely worth more.
Yeah.
So you don't want that to happen.
I mean, that's been happening in League for a while. Like I don't know when Danny's contract is up. I'm pretty sure it's not this offseason, but like they ain't paying him enough. They ain't paying Danny near what he's worth given this last season. How much for Danny? Danny would make a good 80 carry on TSM. That'd be a good way to build.
Danny would also just be a good 80 carry on every team.
Yeah, I'm honestly a little surprised that TL's going for Bjergsen, but I guess they can't get Danny because there's no way in hell EG give up Danny.
No.
It'd be ridiculous.
Is that everything?
That's all the random topics I have. There was other shit like Vitality's making a super team with Alfari and
True.
And what's his name?
Who else they got?
Perks. It hasn't come out yet. It's possible they get Reckless. It's also possible Reckless goes to TSM, but
yeah, that'd be.
Let's reel it in there, Bucko.
Yeah,
calm
that down. Let's calm that down.
I swear to God, if they surround Speaker with 3 goddamn rookies, I'm gonna lose it.
They're gonna.
I hate this.
But there's still gonna be Hooney, so Pog.
Yeah, but Hooney only plays when he has good players on his team.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's what we've learned, apparently. I got my one good year of Hooney on my team. That's it. This is the end. Now there's not much else besides random ass trash talk between the players. Oh, somebody got an interview with I think Coma, and like all of the questions are about Western bullshit.
What do you mean?
Like he asked them why he thinks NA is underperforming at Worlds. I think what NA players were good that he was looking at, and I'm just like, okay, I understand asking them a couple of questions about NA, especially if you're Western media, but at the same time, like, you're not gonna ask them about their teams, about their team, about how they were doing at Worlds, like what. Yeah,
why do the interview, my guy?
Huh?
I said at that point, why do the interview, my guy?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you can ask a billion people what's wrong with NA, and you'll get a billion different answers. It's like everyone's got a problem with NA. 90% of them will probably just say ping, and I'll just laugh at the ignorance. All right, let's jump into it. You guys ready for it?
For what?
We got between 3 and 5 games between us and a world champion.
True.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Legally speaking, you haven't lied.
Correct. That is correct. Yes. Now, I gotta know, how do Dion and Haymont think that damn Juan are gonna beat EDG?
Convincingly.
Convincingly.
Well, that's not. I mean, I guess that answers the questions, but yeah, you said
3-2. I'm going to hold you to this.
I'm gonna say, did I say 3-2 on there?
Yeah,
that's
yes,
what it
against DDG.
3-2 is not a convincing victory, by the way.
Okay. Well, I guess they'll drop 2 games in some sort of fashion, but I think that basically Showmaker and Canyon can play whatever they want. Like Canyon has demonstrated that he has a level of comfort on every champion that is acceptable to play at any point in time. And Showmaker also has a very comfortable level on any champion that he still wants to play at any time. I think that's a lot different when you're against JJ and Scout, and JJ has been playing a lot of Jarvan. Yes, I think that Canyon and Showmaker as a duo can exploit both him and Scout in a way that Genji just couldn't.
So, do you know that Scout was originally an SKT trainee?
No.
He played under Faker for like a year and a half, I think. I think he got a couple LCK games in there. And then he goes over to EDG in 2015, I want to say. That was when Pawn was playing on it. And when Pawn has his back injury, that's Scout playing. Mm-hmm. Scout plays in place of Pawn to get them to finals. And then Pawn comes from the goddamn hospital to play the final match.
Insane behavior, by the way.
That's a story I've heard. I don't believe it because he wouldn't have been listed as their substitute if he wasn't there the whole time.
True.
I don't believe that he came from the hospital to do that. That doesn't make sense to me.
That'd be pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie.
So yeah. I think EDG kind of has... They got something to prove here.
Yeah.
Damwon's defending a title. And title defenders don't fare well here. There's only one team that has ever won back-to-back finals. And that is SK Telecom, who is now T1. And they're not here anymore.
Yeah, and guess who beat them, right?
Maybe, but they didn't beat the 2015, the 2016. No.
Did he?
2017 was beat by Genji, who's Samsung. Guess who beat them?
Yeah. And now here we are.
I think EDG are gonna win. I think they got it. I think Scout's probably better than Showmaker. I think he's gonna win.
That is it.
And that's why I think you're actually been smoking crack all this time.
Have I?
My man's off the rock, Dio.
Yep. He has went on my out of my pocket scale right now. He's way out of pocket. He is wilding right now, if you will.
He's wilding out?
Yes, he's wilding right now. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about Showmaker right now. And Showmaker, man, does this man know how to play? Looks like I'm not going to get a twist to Scout. He's a very good mid laner, without a doubt. But Showmaker knows what's up. Showmaker knows how to play a game. And also another thing to go into this now. This is LPL versus LCK now. This is the war of conflicting ideologies now.
True.
Of a clean game versus a goddamn cage match.
And as I told you in the Gen G series, they're gonna drag them down to their level and beat them with experience. The experience of a Korean mid laner and a Korean AD carry. And a Korean support staff.
This is where Damwon comes in, because with Canyon, a very exceptional jungler, who I feel as if he's confident on basically any jungler of this current meta right now. In all seriousness, I feel as if
you're just wrong.
Nah.
You think that man took him? He does, but that man also took out Kiana as well as Talon, going back to the picks that were popular in the group stage.
Talon and Kiana.
Yes, and also has an exceptional Lee Sin.
I mean, I
hope
think JJ's Lee Sin's pretty good.
I mean, let's just say I would hope that someone would have. I would hope my jungler have exceptional Lee Sin skills.
All I'm saying is, they're not gonna ban Jarvan. And if they ban Jarvan, they gotta leave something else up. And if you leave something else up, that's just another opportunity.
Huh? So you're gonna give so you're gonna give Showmaker LeBlanc?
Poggers, by the way.
Are you going to give Showmaker any of the picks that he's demonstrated? You could give Showmaker Kassadin. You could give Showmaker Yasuo. You could give Showmaker LeBlanc. You could give Showmaker
Yasuo, I would die laughing
Ziggs.
as he loses that game because Yasuo is absolute garbage.
Because he has picked Yasuo.
Unless it's the counter pick, of course.
And won with it.
Now, even better, he's gonna pick the Yone. I can see it happening, ladies and gentlemen.
He could pick the Yone too and do an exceptionally well on it. The difference between EDG and Damwon is that Damwon can play almost any composition to perfection and understand very well what their timings are, when they have to be out on the map, how to control vision to an extent that you can't get easy Kennen TP flanks unless you've somehow managed to get a ward like a mile away that Barrel hasn't spotted for some reason.
You don't need to. I don't think you need to go that far. I think Philandre's got a crazy Graves, and that's going to put priority on Graves. You got the Jarvan priority. You got Scout putting priority on all of the meta mid laners. You can say the same.
Wait. You can say the same thing. You can say the same thing with Showmaker with any meta mid laner.
His extent goes.
Showmaker that.
And his
Canyon, you don't need to give him Jarvan. He can have any other jungler, and you
look. All I'm saying is if you do end up putting Canyon on Poppy, he's now on Poppy, and Poppy is not very good right now.
I don't think he's gonna pick Poppy.
He picked Poppy last. Oh wait, no, that was
Yeah. I don't think he played it. I don't think he's gonna play Poppy.
I don't see why he shouldn't.
Why should he? But why should he?
Hey, Dion.
That's the real question.
I want to ask you if you had a.
It's because he's a Poppy apologist like Anthony.
If you pick a Canyon specialty as a jungler, what type of jungler would it be? Is it the carry jungler, supportive jungler, or just anything across the board? What would you say his specialty is?
I would say it's a carry jungler. Let's see.
He's playing Jarvan, Xin Zhao, and Lee Sin in his last series.
Oh, don't forget about Talon.
Yeah, he played Talon and Kiana in 2 games. That's correct. But he had more games on utility champions than carries.
Well, you say Lee Sin. I don't know, man. Those kicks.
Mm-hmm.
Those kicks.
That's utility.
I don't know, man.
That's utility.
No, the kicks are utility. Dio, you're actually trolling.
Wrong. Those are carry kicks. Those are the kicks that carry the fucking.
Bold
of a jungler to say that with a straight face.
When he's in the middle of 4 people and still kicking the right target into his team and surviving, those are carry kicks.
Let me wrap this up.
And stealing Barons, by the way.
All I know is that EDG has the narrative behind them. EDG wins these worlds. It'll be crazy. They'll win a Worlds before RNG. Imagine that.
All I'm saying, Damwon, they have the script, though.
They have.
No, they don't. I just told you that EDG has the narrative.
The only game that they lost were the 2 games of T1. Other than that was it.
Scout. Okay. Yeah. Scout is going to show you why he is the real Faker 2. I am out of topics, Matt.
Would you like to take us home, brother?
Yeah, I think that'll do it for us this week on the Legendary League of Legends podcast. You can catch us live probably next week, Monday at 7 p.m. for the last episode of the season. You can catch the VODs on the YouTube channel Legendary Podcast. You can catch the podcast version wherever you get your podcasts. And have a nice day.